My sister slipped something into my glass at her anniversary party, with a smile that hid betrayal. I quietly switched glasses with her husband, and then everything. Update 3. Vanessa approached me almost immediately. Enjoying yourself? She asked, her voice honeyed, while her eyes assessed me for signs of whatever she expected. Absolutely. I replied evenly. Your husband was just keeping me company, such a thoughtful man. A flash of anger crossed her features before she controlled it. Yes, Nathan's always been overly accommodating to everyone. A weakness of his, really. I wouldn't call kindness a weakness, I countered. Vanessa's smile turned predatory. You seem remarkably steady on your feet. Champagne not to your liking. The confirmation of her intentions sent ice through my veins. It was delicious. Nathan thought so too when we traded drinks for our toast. For a split second, genuine confusion replaced her smug expression, then understanding dawned, followed by alarm. You what? Traded drinks? I repeated innocently. Is there a problem? You had no right, she hissed, her composure cracking. You don't understand what you've done. Actually, I think I understand perfectly, I replied, keeping my voice level. The question is, does Nathan? Vanessa's face paled, her eyes darted across the room, locating her husband, who was now talking with our parents. This isn't over, she warned before hurrying away. I maintained my calm exterior while processing what had just happened. Vanessa had confirmed my suspicions without realizing it. Now I needed to watch carefully to understand what I'd saved myself from, and what Nathan would experience instead. Over the next 30 minutes, I observed subtle changes in Nathan's behavior. His movements became less coordinated. He loosened his tie, complaining of heat. During a conversation with my father, he lost his train of thought mid-sentence. When the band played a popular dance song, he enthusiastically joined the dance floor, his movements uncharacteristically uninhibited. Vanessa hovered nearby, repeatedly trying to steer him toward the exit. Darling, you're tired, we should thank everyone, and leave. I overheard her saying. Nonsense, Nathan replied too loudly. I'm having a wonderful time, first time tonight actually. He twirled away from her, rejoining the dancing crowd. I maintained a safe distance, watching the situation unfold while considering my next steps. Whatever Vanessa had used wasn't immediately debilitating, but it was definitely affecting Nathan's inhibitions and coordination. Combined with the alcohol he'd already consumed, the effects were amplifying quickly. Vanessa cornered me near the dessert table, her carefully crafted image fracturing. What have you done? She demanded, voice quivering. I didn't do anything, I replied calmly. I simply avoided drinking whatever you put in my glass. Nathan, unfortunately, wasn't so lucky. You saw nothing, she insisted, desperation evident. I saw everything, Vanessa. The reflection in the window showed you quite clearly. Her expression hardened. It was just a mild sedative to help you relax. You've been so tense lately. A sedative in my drink without my knowledge. That's assault, possibly worse if combined with alcohol. Don't be so dramatic, she scoffed. I was trying to help. You've been miserable since Jackson dumped you. The mention of my ex stung, but I refused to be baited. We both know that's not true. You saw Nathan talking to me, and jumped to conclusions. Your jealousy is pathological, Vanessa. Her eyes narrowed. He's my husband. You were hanging on his every word, looking at him with those sad, lonely eyes. Did you think I wouldn't notice? The truth of her distorted perception hit me. You seriously think I'm interested in Nathan? He's my brother-in-law. Men are easily manipulated by attention from new women, she spat. Even sisters. Before I could respond, a crash from the dance floor drew our attention. Nathan had stumbled into the gift table, sending carefully wrapped packages tumbling. His speech was slurred as he apologized profusely, attempting to right the fallen gifts, but making the situation worse. This is your fault, Vanessa hissed before rushing to damage control. I stood frozen, watching the scene unfold. My impulsive decision had created consequences I hadn't fully anticipated. As concerned murmurs spread through the crowd, I realized the night was about to implode spectacularly. The elegant anniversary celebration deteriorated rapidly after Nathan's collision with the gift table. At first, guests assumed he'd simply had too much to drink, an embarrassing but forgivable offense at his own party. Vanessa managed to guide him to a chair, whispering fiercely in his ear while maintaining a strange smile for onlookers. Just need some water, Nathan announced loudly, his words running together. Feeling weird all of a sudden, our father approached, concern etched on his face. Everything all right, son? Perhaps some fresh air would help. Nathan attempted to stand but swayed dangerously, room spinning, wasn't even drinking much. His confused gaze found me across the room. Miranda, when did you get a twin? A ripple of uncomfortable laughter moved through the nearby guests. Vanessa's face flushed with humiliation as she struggled to maintain control of the situation. Darling, you're exhausted. We should call it a night, she urged, trying to help him up. Nathan shook his head vigorously, nearly toppling over. No, don't want to go home with you. You're always watching, controlling. His voice had risen, drawing more attention. Mortification flashed across Vanessa's features. Nathan, please, you're not yourself. Maybe I am myself. First time in years without the mask, he slurred, gesturing wildly. 10 years pretending. I'm tired of pretending. Guests began exchanging concerned glances. The band awkwardly continued playing, though many had stopped dancing to watch the unfolding drama. Nathan suddenly lurched to his feet. Need bathroom, he mumbled before stumbling in that direction. He made it halfway before collapsing against a waiter, sending a tray of champagne flutes crashing to the floor. Oh my God, gasped a woman nearby. Is he having a stroke? The question sent a wave of panic through the crowd. My mother rushed forward, her nursing background taking over. Nathan, look at me, can you tell me what day it is? His response was unintelligible. Mom looked up at Vanessa. Has he taken any medication today? Mixed anything with alcohol? Vanessa shook her head, but her eyes betrayed her. They darted toward me momentarily, filled with accusation and fear. I think we should call an ambulance, Mom announced. Better safe than sorry. No, Vanessa protested too quickly. He's just had too much to drink. We don't need to make a scene. This is already a scene, Dad pointed out. The man can barely stand. As the argument continued, I approached Nathan, who was now sitting on the floor, back against the wall, eyes unfocused. I knelt beside him. Nathan, did you consume anything unusual tonight besides alcohol? He blinked slowly, trying to focus on my face. Just drinks and that champagne with you. After that, everything went sideways. Vanessa appeared at my side, practically pushing me away. Stop interrogating him. This isn't helping. Actually, it might help the paramedics to know what's in his system, I replied evenly. Her eyes widened in panic. There's nothing in his system. You're being ridiculous. By this time, the hotel manager had been alerted to the situation. We've called emergency services, he informed us discreetly. They should arrive shortly. Would you like to move Mr. Calloway somewhere more private? With help from 2 waiters, Nathan was relocated to a small conference room adjacent to the ballroom. The celebration effectively ended as concerned guests began gathering their belongings, whispering among themselves. My parents insisted on accompanying Nathan and Vanessa to the private room with me following close behind. Now you can watch the 4th part by pressing share and more.